Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ashu Sharma. I welcome you all in series of SQLite. Today, we will see some of the basic steps of SQLite installation and some of the basic commands. So let's start with a new slide. Here we have this first step to install SQLite on Windows. We have to follow first that go to SQLite official website at www.sqlite.org. Then we have to move for download page and download pre-compiled binaries from Windows section. So we have to just download that shelf zip file, ELL zip file, and we may download this SQLite tool bin32x86.zip file. So this is the way that we may download all these files and just create a directory in C drive with name SQLite and copy these downloaded binary files over there. And then these zip files will be going to be extract, and then we find this SQLite DLL, SQLite 3, and these combination of files. So download the SQLite DLL and SQLite shell zip file, or you may download this, as I said you, create a folder named SQLite in C directory and expand these files. So you may get these things and open command prompt to set the path. So to set the path, you have to just simply search path, and there will be an option you will see edit that path environment variable. So you have to just open that, and finally you will have to set that path under that system properties and environment variables. Go there and just copy and paste this path, which is from C drive to the SQLite 3. So how these things will happen, I am just sharing one screen with you for this understanding. As we all know, this is very simple concept. Now see, this is system properties. So whenever you will search for path, this will open and you will go for the environment variables. Then in this you will have to just set the system variables. So name it as path and copy that whole path from C drive SQLite and this zip file, and having that path from C drive till that SQLite 3 and copy over here. You will press on new, set the variable name as path and copy this whole path over here, and then make this OK. And then finally OK. So this is the way, as we have done these things so many times in Java as well, in some of those programming languages where we want to set path permanent so that we can retrieve database again and again. That will be useful, that we don't need to start every time from the scratch. So that's why it is important. And finally, once you will do with this type of task, then you will open the command prompt and you will just run that command, that cd, set first that cd SQLite, and finally you will see such a screen. So such a screen will come, cd SQLite. So finally, next we move to the next slide. After you will do these things, you will come to here like this cd SQLite, that will come. The above method that facilitates you a permanent way to create a database, attach database, and detach database. So this is very important step. There is another ways also that to execute CRUD operation in SQLite. In this method, there is no need to set a path. Just download the SQLite pre-compiled binary zip file and expand the zip file. You will see a page like this. So you will have this page as I previously mentioned, and then you can execute the SQLite query here, but here the data is temporary. And once you shut down your computer, you will lose the records. So that will happen. And because you cannot create, attach, or detach a database here. So if you don't set that path permanently, so your record will not be saved once you will shut down your computer system. So you have to start again from the scratch. So this is the temporary way, and you can directly open this SQLite once you will click on that SQLite 3 application, and it will open this prompt for you, SQLite3.exe. So this is that we have as far as that configure that on Windows and how to just install. This is very basic. There is no not like that complex steps of following of installation. It takes hours to install a certain softwares, and it's very simple to configure and just use on Windows. Now, in the next part of this session, we have to just go through the SQLite commands. SQLite commands are similar to SQL commands, and there are three types of SQLite commands. One is this DDL, data definition language, then DML, data manipulation language, and DQL, data query language. Data definition language, there are three commands in this group. You can say create, alter, and drop. These three commands in general that we use, this command is used to create a table, a view of a table, or other object in the database. So this is first among that group of commands. The second is alter. As I mentioned, alter is used to modify an existing database object. You can take an example of object as a table. Next one is drop. The drop command is used to delete an entire table, a view of a table, or other object in the database. So next part of this commands is data manipulation language. There are three inside that. One is insert. This command is used to create a record. Update, it is used to modify the records, and delete, it is used to delete the records. After that, there is data query language, where we use select with the where clause most of the times. This command is used to retrieve certain records from one or more table in a database. So very easy to perform. In this series of that, SQLite dot command is also there. There we use dot help command to see all the commands having that dot commands. Following is a list of SQLite dot commands. These commands are not terminated by a semicolon. So you have to simply just use this dot help over here. I am just sharing one screen with you, and we try to just use this. Just use dot help, and you will see these all commands are there. So these all commands are dot commands that we use in SQLite. So you can see that list of commands. So it's very useful once you say about how to install SQLite and what sort of commands that we generally use when we work with SQLite on data which is stored on disk. And this is useful for lightweighted applications. So thank you very much being with me in this session. If you like these videos, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so you may get notification of latest video. Please go on and just practice, listen, and just watch these videos and just practice at home, because this is very important to move step by step in order to understand a certain topics. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.